with True Green. Nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn. They do the hard work. So get your weekends back. Sign up now at truegreen.com to get a lawn you love. Along with Michelle Smallman and me, Evan Cohen. I don't know where CC went.
I mean, he was off for 2 days. He just worked that full hour.
Maybe he is getting ready for First Take.
That's amazing. First Take was listening. They're like, hey, that's a good one. He just ran on
Get your suit and tie.
Top 5 trade. He just ran home because he does live very close to then be able to get a suit to do First Take. Okay.
Don't worry, Ev. I'm here.
I know you're here.
And both ears are open, and I'm ready to hear the hot mess list.
Both ears.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
That was odd, and there wasn't even a word of the day in there, I can't imagine. Both ears are open.
Both her ears are open.
Yeah. Okay, so Hot Mess every single week, for those who are unaware, is the team that comes into the week looking okay, the team that goes out of the week looking a little messy. Don't worry, we already acknowledged that you you went home to get a suit, we just said, for Hot Mess. All right. I mean, for Hot Mess.
For First Take.
Okay. Number 5 Hot Mess rankings.
Number 5.
Okay. I'm going to acknowledge something. This team is on my rankings list. And in 2 days, we can make the argument they won the draft. Number 5 on my hot mess list, the Arizona Cardinals. Now, why did I have them on the list? Let me defer to one Adam Schefter, who joined us this week on Tuesday, as he does each and every Tuesday. This week is at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Go listen back to the podcast. And he gave an assessment of the Arizona Cardinals that I know both Smalls and I raised an eyebrow of. That's their draft strategy as to why they're doing it this way? Take a listen to Shefty.
Let's not forget they hired an offensive-minded head coach. Let's not forget this is an entertainment business. Let's not forget the Cardinals could use a shot of juice and pizzazz for that franchise. Who's the best player in this draft? Jeremiah Love. Now, I know they spent $7 million in Tyler Algier and $3 million on James Conner, and running back is not the most glaring need. But let's just say on Thursday night, the Cardinals do decide to go Jeremiah Love, and let me say I think they're going to try to shop the pick, and if they can deal the pick, they will. But if they can, and they stay at 3, can you imagine a draft in which, hypothetically, they take Jeremiah Love at 3, which will be in the discussion, and then come back into the first round and take Ty Simpson? How many people are going to be excited about the Arizona Cardinals? When was the last time they were excited about the Arizona Cardinals? When Larry Fitzgerald scoring on that touchdown run in the Super Bowl? So, to me, in one night, in one round, the Cardinals can change the feeling around that team for a while. I'm not telling you they're going to do it, but I do believe it's absolutely in consideration, and I do believe option 1 would be to trade out, but option 1 may not exist.
If the Arizona Cardinals make 2 picks, Jeremiah Love, running back Notre Dame, and Ty Simpson, quarterback Alabama, because there's been no buzz around the team.
That's ridiculous.
I believe Adam is telling us that, as he always does, with a lot of information behind it. But if that's their mindset of, we've been a dumpster fire, we've been a hot mess, no one realizes we exist in a sport that everyone talks about 24/7, we're the least talked about team, let's go get a quarterback and a running back so they talk about us. That's why they're currently on the hot mess list. Smalls, you reacted immediately when Adam said that.
Because that's what dysfunctional franchises do, is they don't think about how to effectively build their football team. And by the way, this is not an indictment on Jeremiah Love. He's my favorite player in this draft. I think he's going to be a superstar. What I don't want is Jeremiah Love to go down Myles Garrett Road, where you're a superstar on a franchise that doesn't win games and your talent gets wasted, and we don't see it at the highest level.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. If they're deciding that we're going to draft players to sell tickets and be exciting, yeah, I don't know how that can be a part of your rationale, considering the division that you play in with the reigning defending Super Bowl champs, oh, by the way, the LA Rams, and oh, by the way, the San Francisco 49ers.
With Trent Williams on a new deal.
You had 3 teams that won 12 games last year. You have to start from the bottom and build this thing right. And the 3rd overall pick is a huge, huge piece. That should be a foundational player.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Okay, so how can I pick an NBA playoff team as a hot mess? Well, number 4, Houston Rockets. The reason number 4, Houston Rockets, are down 2-0 to the Los Angeles Lakers with their 7-point loss last night in LA. LeBron is unbelievable, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. The other guys, so to speak, the role players, Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, DeAndre Ayton, Rui Hachimura, excellent. Lakers shot 46% from behind the arc. That's insanely good. So why am I talking about them then? Well, Kevin Durant, who I am a fan of, had 20 points in the first half, 3 points in the second half. They are going to lose this series to Los Angeles Lakers, who are without their second and third best player or first and third best player, however you want to look at Luka and Austin Reeves. They're going to lose this series. The loss of Fred VanVleet has been, unfortunately, more impactful than the gain of Kevin Durant. So what happens at the end of this series? Could they be the Giannis team? Would they ever consider moving off of Kevin Durant after 1 year? Are some of the young guys, specifically Jabari Smith, that CC has brought up, did they make a mistake giving him the long-term contract extension? The Houston Rockets, Ime Udoka, we know he's an awesome coach. We also know he has a level of intensity that could rub players the wrong way at times. The Houston Rockets are on the verge of maybe being an even bigger hot mess. So this is a preemptive strike. I don't think they're coming back in the series. I have them number 4 hot mess list.
So what's the major move that Houston has to make?
You start with Giannis. You start with, can we get him? We have 1 million picks. We have young players that another team may say, I know Jabari Smith didn't work out for you. We'll take him. And then you keep Durant because you want Durant next to Giannis and you want Fred VanVleet there. And then you're going to go veterans. So all the young and the rebuilding and the picks, all to get you 2 Hall of Famers, obviously. But the direct...
So basically what they've done over the better part of the last decade is build up those young players in order to ship them off to bring over a star.
Yes, what they've done over the last decade in this scenario would be, we're not building towards being Oklahoma City. We're building towards what we used to be. Go get James Harden.
With better players.
Dwight Howard, whatever.
With better players.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
But it's not the build like San Antonio has, and it's not the build like Oklahoma City has.
Sure, but if I'm going into next season with the big 3 of Giannis, KD, and Fred VanVleet,
I'm good.
I think I'm okay.
I'm good. Absolutely. All right, number 3.
Number 3.
This may come as a surprise to people if you're not paying attention. The Portland Trailblazers. What? They won last night. They beat the Spurs. Wemby had this horrific injury. He's got a concussion. He's in concussion protocol. They're going home for games 3 and 4. They could win this series as a 7 seed. Here's the problem. Governorship, ownership of this team. Ramona Shelburne, our tremendous NBA reporter, put out a tweet last night that I would like to show on television. I'd like one Michelle Smallman to read the tweet. Remember, this is a team that is currently in the playoffs. Go ahead, Smalls.
Trailblazers coach Thiago Splitter says he's trying to be a pro, quote, trying to be a pro, amid reports that new owner Tom Dundon has already begun speaking to candidates to replace him.
They're in the playoffs. They may win this series. The owner of the team.
I think the coach has done I think Thiago
He's been
Splitter's done a great job. Great job.
He's trying to get people to replace him. But wait, there's more. He's looking at every aspect of budget. That's okay. That's what an owner does of any business. To do it in the playoffs as a sports owner is an odd time to do it. I know he just relatively recently took over the team. He's reportedly considering eliminating a mascot because they have 2 mascots. That's a cost. He doesn't let the two-way guys travel. They have a chartered plane. It's not like you're buying a ticket.
I don't want to pay for their hotel room.
I don't want to pay for the hotel rooms.
I don't want to give them per diem.
And supposedly, there are rumors and reports that he may not be looking for a coach that makes more than $1.5 million. Assistant coaches are going to make $1.5 million. Yeah. They're in the midst.
Maybe he spent too much buying the team.
I mean, Mike, no, but this is on Adam Silver. It's on Adam Silver. Why are you letting this guy in? Why is he an owner of the team?
That's not on Adam Silver. That's on the other governors.
Okay, that's fair, too.
Because they approved it?
Yeah, they
Same
approved
concept, but maybe wrong way.
They approved it, yeah.
Nuno, am I missing anything? That's why Nuno keeps referencing that the Blazers are taking
this
a
guy wants to buy the team for what? Oh, yeah, let him into the league. That's going to make all of us a lot of money.
He's been trying to make the money back by cutting costs. Nuno makes the jokes that
it's like Major League.
I know.
It's like the movie Major League.
And they may win. Nuno's reporting that they are taking a Greyhound from San Antonio to Portland. Are there any other moments, Nuno, or reports, around the Blazers now that would add to this hot mess that you have found?
No, I think that's it right now.
Their team charter is a prop plane.
Oh, actually, hold on. It was.
There's another one?
No, well, it was in terms of the actual head coaching thing. Apparently, allegedly, they tried to reach out to Michael Malone about his interest in the job, and he wouldn't even obviously take the calls because
Good for him.
the job wasn't open, and B, they want to pay him half than what UNC's paying Michael Malone. So yeah, that was never going to happen with him.
It's Michael Malone.
Thank you, Rich.
Michael Malone got good sense.
Michael Malone.
All right, number 2 hot mess.
Number 2.
Well, Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty obvious one. Billy Donovan announced yesterday that he is going to leave the organization. When multiple people are out there congratulating Billy D for quitting a job, you know that something's wrong with the organization. And I get it makes sense for the Bulls to be able to start from scratch. But in theory, you'd want to start from scratch with a guy like Billy Donovan running things. Why they didn't just say, Billy, here's how we want to keep you. You're in charge of everything. You pick the job. If you want to be team president and coach, so be it. If you want to just be the coach, pick the president. It's insane. He's a class act Hall of Fame coach. Billy D walks. Where he goes is fascinating because it does seem like he's going to go somewhere next. I will defend North Carolina. People ripping North Carolina. What do you think? They didn't ask him? He obviously said no to North Carolina. He's not. They're like, oh, we never thought to ask him about the head coaching position. But the Chicago Bulls, complete mess.
Damn, North Carolina got a note from Billy Donovan? It's crazy.
Any thoughts on the Bulls?
No.
Okay, good.
Are they
No.
one of the most irrelevant franchises in all of sports? And
Probably.
think about the
There's
place
no-
that
yeah.
franchise holds historically and culturally
Yeah.
in our sports ecosystem, and the fact that they are so bad and so irrelevant is shocking.
Who's going to come in and save the Bulls?
Well, I saw Shea Cornette, our teammate, first take. Again, how many times do you have to ask Shea to come on? Now I'm going to call her out publicly like this because we love Shea so much.
We do love Shea.
She's a Bulls fan. She said, bring back Tibbs. When you're desperate to bring back Tibbs, who you know will not win you a championship.
Yeah, but I don't even know if that's
Well, you won't be
enough,
this
though.
bad.
Like, I feel like the issues go beyond who the guy on the sideline is. They got to fix the front office.
Well, there is no front office now, which is
They got to
good.
fix the organization. Yeah, they got to figure all of those things out. And there's got to be alignment within the franchise because so often it feels like they're doing things on different timelines.
You know what you call that? A hot mess.
1,000%.
That's what the Chicago Bulls are.
1,000%.
All right, number 5, Arizona Cardinals. Number 4, Houston Rockets. Number 3, Portland Trailblazers. Number 2, Chicago Bulls. Number 1, hot mess is an easy one.
Number 1.
Obviously, the team in baseball that I root for, the worst team in Major League Baseball, the New York Mets, who have lost 12 games in a row. They're 7-16. They have the worst record in the sport. Believe it or not, their run differential is actually better than the Phillies, who are a place ahead of them in the NL East. That was just a stray that I had Pat and Cam take there. But the New York Mets are an absolute disaster. I believed in David Stearns, the general manager. I liked the idea of what he was doing in terms of revamping and retooling the team. Mendoza, the manager, I would assume he's going to then be the one that gets hit for this, and he's going to get fired at some point here. They're a mess. I deserve to get knocked out with this, so go ahead, the two of you. You can destroy them.
I just love reveling in this.
Yeah.
Because for all of my life, all I heard from Mets fans were, oh, you Yankees fans, all you do is buy championships. That's all you guys do. You buy championships. If we had as much money as you, we would win every single title too. We'd have 27 just like you guys. The New York Mets have the highest cash payroll of any team in baseball.
That's right.
They are spending $360 million this year on players, and they're 7-16. I love it. I love it here, Smalls. Whatever this universe is, the Mets joining all the other teams that wear red in Evan's hot mess rankings this week. I love it. I love that the Mets stink.
But here-
And I hope that we have a ways to go before they get to rock bottom. I hope it gets worse.
Well, I was going to say, here's the good news. They lost 17 games in a row in their inaugural season in 1962. So breaking their own personal record still on the board, Ev.
1962 is not the season we want to remember as Mets fans. So there you go. Hot mess rankings very quickly. Any team I omitted? This was hard this week.
The team that has the highest cash payroll has the least amount of wins.
For now.
I love it. You think Carlos Mendoza is going to get this turned around?
Well, somebody will.
No, I said Carlos Mendoza.
Oh, no.
Okay.
After the collapse last year and the start this year, I mean, give me a break. No way. But somebody else will. Interim manager bump. That's what I'm going to bet on with the Mets. There you go. Hot mess rankings.
This early in the season? Let's hope for the interim
Small
manager bump.
disaster.
23 games in. Let's go.
Coming up.
It's still April.
Coming up, We're going to announce the location of where we're going to be for the NFL draft on Thursday and Friday, and you guys are going to be allowed to come there, a limited amount of people, first come, first serve, to get there for the draft, the unsportsmanlike draft broadcast on Thursday and Friday. We'll give you that information coming up. A lot of those teams I just mentioned with hot mess, they have job openings. And where are they going to put them? Of course, ZipRecruiter. Think about the last time you hired someone like to manage a baseball team in New York who truly stood out. Well, not that guy. Not just because they were qualified, but because they were genuinely excited about the role. They asked smart questions, wanted to learn more, and made it clear they really wanted to join the team.